What up guys, my name is Tori and today I'm gonna tell you what's behind the curtain of my first big success in speedcubing. Let's get into it! This video is about a comp that took place in Zawiercie, Poland. In the morning, I was picked up by my friend's aunt who's been super kind to drive me there. I didn't really have any big expectations for this competition. I thought I could maybe break that sub 10 barrier finally, but other than that, I didn't really think anything big would happen there. And I didn't have a reason to have any big expectations. Or did I? Once we got to the venue, I dropped my bag and went to say hi to my Polish friends. I also said hi to Tymon, no cap, and immediately after that I had to go to find an ATM to withdraw some Polish zlotys for the comp registration. It took me a while to find an ATM machine that would want to eat my dirty credit card, but after walking around Zawiercie for like 30 minutes, I managed to get my precious zlotys. We're getting to round 1 and that's where things got kinda ugly, because in first round I got a 1356 average and 12.4 single, which was really not good for me at the time. Apparently I couldn't get to the mood for solving, but I didn't really care as far as this gets me to the second round. After the first round I went outside the venue, devastated, to find something to eat. After walking for about 10 minutes I stumbled upon a kebab place which looked kinda decent. I walked in and asked for my option in English, which was a little problem because this guy spoke only Polish, French and Italian. None of the languages I speak. He didn't understand me well, so I tried to form my Czech into a Polish way, which didn't work at all. Then he pulled out the phone and typed something into a translator. Then he looked me dead in the eyes like this and said, "You should learn Polish." Well, that made me furious. "Ja tutaj nie bywam," was my wannabe Polish response. Yeah, we were arguing for a while and we were trying to finish the order.
Cheeseburger, please.
And then he asked me about the sauce, the spicy one. And he was trying to prove me that I shouldn't want the spicy sauce in my kebab. And I was like, dude, you're working here. Why wouldn't you want me that spicy sauce in my kebab? And he said, it's too spicy. And then he like took the bottle of the spicy sauce like this. And he gestured like if I don't want to get some on my finger and then lick it and taste it. Afterwards, I made him put that extra spicy sauce in my kebab and then I finally walked outside and started eating my kebab. I had to rush to the venue back because I was late for my next event and I was like eating kebab walking. The sauce was totally mild. When I got back to the venue, I found out I missed my 2x2. So I just sit on a bench and practice 3x3 as much as possible. And then there was the 4x4. I didn't meet cutoff, which was expectable, but that's where we get to the second round. And believe me, it's gonna be much more interesting than that. And in the second round, I got a 21-second single, nice, and 13 point something average. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm never gonna make it to the third round. But I magically did. This comp was special because it provided 4 rounds of 3x3s, so if you are good and lucky enough, you had a big chance to getting to the finals. Yeah, I was neither good nor lucky, so I was like, okay, I'm okay with 2 rounds. So then I took a ritual walk to Żabka, which is a Polish store, so I was like walking to Żabka and thinking about my future and if I get to the third round and who I'm gonna marry and how I'm gonna die. And then it hit me. I looked at my phone and found the results of the competition. And I made it to the third round by like 2 places and I was like, what? I did it! Round 3 guys, round 3! So before I get to the third round, I wanna show you a video which might help you understand my situation that I was in. It's a video about how I ruined my first ever potential official sub 10 and it was kinda cringe. First sub 10. Ah, okay. But let's go back to our comp that happened like 2 months after that. So third round, I got my best average out of the 3 rounds. So first 4 souls were behind me and I had average like 11-10, which was really good for me back then. So I was like, okay, this is your last chance to get it, no pressure. And because I was that nervous, I didn't even practice on my warm-up cube in between the 4th and 5th solve. Now listen, I was the last one to solve that round because somehow they forgot about my cube, so I sit at my competitor's table. I took my warm-up cube and wanted to make some warm-up turns, then this happened. This is my warm-up. And this is the cube I wanna compete with. And since I hated that MGC Evo that was in the cover, I knew that this solve was gonna be terrible. So right when the judge uncovered the cube, I figured I'm too far from the table. Anyways, despite these terrible inconveniences, I somehow managed to do this. So now my question is, when will I make it to the sub 10 average? That's my first sub 10 ever. I was waiting for this for 1 year.